Castranger 2026.
It's just me. I'm the only one here.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that's fine. You're worth celebrating, even if it's just two of us.
I know. I mean, nobody else renewed their contracts for 2026. So.
Yeah. By the way, this is a two-man show forever now.
Yeah.
We appear to be the only members of the team who could compartmentalize their personal problems for 2 hours a week. So it's going to be just a two-man show going forward.
Yeah. The end of Sentai just didn't hit well with Gar, and so he just decided I can't do the show anymore if Sentai's not going to be a thing.
It will not be back for Super Space Castranger Infinity.
And Emily, I think she like literally slept through the New Year. So.
Yeah. She's had to retire from the podcasting industry for health reasons.
Yep. Anyways.
This is a joke, by the way.
Yeah, we love Emily. Cue the roll call.
Right!
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect!
Showrunning Super Savant.
Level up!
Bluecaster Super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster Robolane.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger episode 567. Don't say it. I know you're thinking it. Don't you fucking say it.
No.
Don't you fucking say it. That's not just to you. That's to everyone listening.
Oh, I'm not. I hate that meme. I don't want it. We're in 2026 now, everyone. You can't use that meme anymore.
That meme is expired.
Yeah, it expired in 2025. Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna be militant about this.
They even put an emote in Fortnite, and I refuse to buy it.
TR Wolf 2K in our Discord is asking which of us can play straight man and which is the funny one. See, it's not that kind of dynamic. Lane's the straight one, and I'm the angry one.
No, we're both the straight and funny one.
That's true. I am straight.
Yeah, I'm also straight. I think.
I gotta say though, like taking this week off over the holiday actually I think did me some good, because for the first time in a while I woke up this morning genuinely excited to do the show tonight. And let me be clear, I love doing the show once we're in it, but like the day leading up to it, it feels like a chore that I've been putting off.
Yeah, and that's why I don't watch the Toku episodes until literally the day of.
Exactly. I literally watch it immediately before I hop into this voice channel. I compartmentalize Castranger into a solid set of hours for my week. That is how I'm able to do it so consistently.
Yeah, if we were still living together, obviously we'd watch Rider and Sentai as soon as it fucking came out, the week of. So,
although the reason I don't do that anymore is because I think King Oger has forever ruined me.
It's nothing.
I've said it before, but nothing has hit like King Oger since, and I don't know if it ever will again. Garo is getting there. I've been watching Hono no Kokuin, and I actually teared up a little at episode 17. It's getting there.
For me, it's just more so I just I don't have the mental capacity to watch the episodes a second time. So
yeah,
I just don't want to do that to
I went so fucking hard on King Oger. I watched the Raw as soon as it aired. I watched the subtitled episode the Sunday after it aired when it was subtitled immediately, and then watched it a third time to take notes immediately before Castranger. Every week for the entire run.
Yep.
Every week without fail, I watched King Oger 3 times a week. And I don't think I can do that again.
Congratulations, Django. You finished Gaim. Wasn't it amazing?
Yes, Django was one of our recently added Castranger community members, so thank you to you and welcome to you and everyone else who's joined us over the last couple of weeks.
And welcome.
For those who might be tuning in for the first time, we are a gaggle of Toronto-based tokusatsu enthusiasts who get together most weeks to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, while it lasts, and usually a third thing, but this is a very special week because it is our first episode of the year, which means we took a break off of regular episodes for a couple weeks. That means today tonight, whatever, we are doing a double episode special, which means we are catching up on Zeztz and Gozyuger. We are watching and talking, well, not watching, we already watched it. We are talking about Zeztz episodes 15 and 16 and Gozyuger episodes 43 and 44. Can you tell I'm in a better mood today? It turns out all I needed was the love of a good woman, but I couldn't find that, so I came here instead.
Oh, it's like you found the love of a good woman? Good job.
Got him.
Let's see. Zeztz fucking ripped my heart out, which we'll go to later, and Gozyuger was surprisingly weirdly sweet.
Gozyuger ripped my heart in?
Right? Made me care for a bunch of robots spawning as a family.
Turns out the AI were the ones with the heart all along?
No, that's all the AI needed was the actual heart.
Yeah. All they needed was the love of a good mom.
Tekka June's heart grew 3 times that day.
And it's the Christmas episode.
Yeah, it was literally a Grinch moment.
Oh boy. God. All right, well, before we get to any of that, we have some news to talk about.
Yeah, because last week we talked about a fuck ton of news, so now we don't have a lot of fucking ton of news.
Good.
News mode.
All right, so hot on the heels of the announcement of the upcoming new rider likes in Zeztz, we have the announcement of the toys of their equipment. So we have the Lord Invoker, which is a upgrade, palette swap, whatever you want to call it, of the Knight Invoker. So basically this means that Nox is Nox Knight, and these guys are like Lords, which is a separate category above Nox Knight, I guess?
Which is weird because, like, I think, like, they're supposed to be agents 3, 6, and 8? 3, 5, and 6.
Yeah, 3, 5, and 6.
So we have, like, agent number 3, who's a Lord. Then you have Nox, who's number 4, but he's a Knight. And then we have 5 and 6.
The funniest thing about this whole thing is their like, quote-unquote hero names are literally Lord 3, Lord 5, and Lord 6.
You are in this agency, but we do not grant you the rank of Lord.
The second I read that those were their names, do you want to know what I was immediately reminded of? Fucking codename Kids Next Door. This is number 3, number 5, and number 6.
Number 6.
Oh my god. But now that we've got these images, we actually have a better look at their suits, and I gotta say, if the one with the cape is 3, I think. No, I think 3 is the female. I don't know which one's which. The one with the side cape and the like yellow visor.
Cape is 3. Cape is 3.
Oh, that is 3?
Yeah.
I gotta say, now that I see his suit in more detail, this is a fucking banger suit. Like, not only is the side mantle awesome, but getting a good look at the like visor. There's like eye slots in the like V shape that's covering the helmet, and that's kind of badass.
Yeah. So like I like the design of the Lord, like the Lord Invoker. I just don't like the color. It's the only thing I don't have.
I know this is really weird considering I like the Evol driver, but I hate that this thing has the color scheme of the Evol driver.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but if I were to buy this thing, I would probably pull an Ichi and I'd get this painted gray or silver.
Oh, wow, yeah.
No.
I wonder if this thing's faceplate is changeable like the others.
I don't think so. That's why it's like a whole new belt.
And it's definitely a new mold, because where the Zeztz driver and the others have like the little button thing, this thing has a different shape there that looks more like a screw.
Yeah. It's a retool, exactly.
Yeah.
Also standard Bandai sexism.
A little bit. Yes, and so let's see. We've got the images of the DX Lord Invoker is their belt, and my first reaction seeing that was, because I grew up Catholic, the first thing I thought of was, "Ye shall not invoke the Lord's name." But I guess that's what we're doing. We out here invoking the Lord. And then in addition to that, they have their own new weapon, which is the Breakum Breaker, which is different from the Breakum Zetzer and the Breakum Buster.
Which I just decided to call the David Breckham.
Break it like Breakum?
Yeah, break it like Breckham.
I gotta say though, like, I actually do think this weapon is the best version of the weapon that we have, because the like jagged, toothy design on the sword lends itself really well to a curved sword design. I think it looks very bestial and savage.
I just don't like the color of the blade.
I don't mind the color so much on the blade because it's not as important as the belt. Although I will say, just like the other version, the gun mode is goofy as fuck, and I hate it.
I kind of like it because it makes it kind of look like an alien weapon, like something you'd find like Mass Effect or something.
And it's interesting to note that it doesn't appear to have a scythe mode.
No.
Maybe it's just a case where because there's 3 of them, they each use a different configuration, and there's just no one to use the scythe.
Like 3 probably uses the sword mode, 5 uses the gun mode, 6 uses the axe mode.
Yeah. But I would imagine if the toy is similarly molded, it probably can make the scythe mode. It just may or may not have sounds for it.
Oh, knuckle mode. That's a knuckle mode? Okay.
Axe mode is knuckle mode, I guess.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess it kind of looks like resembles Knuckles with the little jagged edges.
Sure, I can see it. I see the world they're going for.
Oh, which you know what that means? If it's like knuckle mode, that means he's gonna like hold it to like the side, like sideways, like a knuckle.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool to like have it like that. Yeah, like dual wield 2 of those things. Oh shit, that'd be cool.
It's also funny that I would imagine the one with the red visor is the one who uses the knuckle mode because Knuckles.
So now I'm curious. So, like, these are like code agents. So
I think the idea is these are former code agents who are like angry at code and are coming back for revenge the same way Nox and our new The Lady is.
Geez, Zero, what the fuck have you been keeping from these people? Like, what have you done to piss these people off?
I'm pretty sure at least, if it's not fully to do with, it has at least a lot to do with the fact that they were brainwashed as children and then discarded. But we'll get into that more later. Anyway, so regarding the toy, so we have the Lord Invoker, the belt. By inserting the included extra capsum, shock capsum, so the capsums the 3 of them use, one uses extra, one uses shock, and one uses panic. And that's for Lord 3, 5, and 6 respectively.
Okay. The one's just called extra.
Yeah. That bitch is so extra.
Extra's 3, shock is 5, panic is 6. Okay.
Okay, cool. So the belt with these 3 capsums is 80-30 yen, January 31st release.
So at least it's nice it comes with all 3 capsums, so.
Yeah. All right, then we come down to the Breakum Breaker. Blade mode, knuckle mode, and shoot mode. Attack sounds, capsum, special moves. The attack and special move change depending on the mode. Comes with the clear capsum, 49.50 yen, January 31st release.
And then I think you can also get a 2-pack.
Yes, there's a Lord Invoker and Breakum Breaker set for 12,980 yen, also releasing same day, January 31st.
It's neat. I'm actually very tempted to get the Nox Invoker because I like just now.
You mean the Night Invoker or the Nox driver?
Yeah, the Night Invoker. Sorry.
Okay.
Because like after now seeing Kamen Rider Nox, I have really loved Nox Knight more as a design.
Yeah, we'll talk more about that in a bit. I will say though, like even though I'm not super driving with the color scheme, now that I'm getting a better look at the Lord Invoker, I like the sort of like test tube capsule looking decorations going on the side here. Like, if you look on the top left and the bottom right, you can see they've got these like tubes coming onto each of these lights on the side. I love that idea.
Yeah, it's like the belt. It's like the driver's like absorbing the energy from the capsum.
I wonder if I think the idea is because this belt is some sort of like experimental thing.
Yeah, maybe because maybe they're former agents, so maybe they like
appropriated
took technology from code and they made their own driver.
That appears to be what's happening.
Yeah, because now that I can see it, like probably like the Night Invoker was supposed to be like the standard code belt, and then the Zeztz driver is like now like the finished product. It's like the best version.
Yeah, so the Invokers are like prototypes.
Yeah, so that's why like these aren't lord. That's why honestly they probably call themselves lords because they probably used to be knights, and they call themselves lords because they just kind of want to feel better about themselves.
They want to like feel like they've elevated above their former stations.
Exactly, like they're knights that were formerly knights, and now they're lords. That's why probably number 3 has a cape because he wants to feel like better about himself. He's like, oh, lord.
So if we've got knight rank and we've got lord rank, is this gonna go to a 3rd stage? Are we gonna get like a king invoker at some point? Final villain, I'm calling it now.
Mm-hmm.
Or queen. The lady will turn out to be like, we'll use a queen invoker or some shit.
Yeah, that's why I want Zero to come back with a fucking belt, dude. Please.
Yeah.
Anyways, neat. I'm looking forward. Like I like to think the sounds on this thing are gonna be like really fucking dope.
Oh yeah,
So.
it'll probably have a different set of sounds with a different voice.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing, as stupid as the name is, I'm looking forward to seeing Lord 3 in action.
Presenting Lord 3.
Lord 3. Oh my god. All right.
Prime Minister Invoker.
Next.
The Emperor Invoker.
That'd be fun.
Cool.
That's the movie villain.
That's the movie villain.
Speaking of movie villains, our next news story is that apparently to commemorate the upcoming 55th anniversary of Kamen Rider as a series, Toei has launched the Kamen Rider Movie Project page. I remember there was recently some discussion about making some sort of new ongoing Kamen Rider movie series franchise of some sort. Something in the vein of the MCU.
Decade 2?
And this appears to be our first look at such an occurrence. So the page is... Maybe. So the page is counting down to January 27th, when they will reveal details about this project. It is unknown if it is a single movie or multiple movie projects, as the rumors have stated. It could be just the Kabuto 20th anniversary movie. It could be a new MCU series.
No, I got it. Kamen Rider Legend movie.
Oh, I just threw up.
We need Legend to come back, baby. Yeah, I miss Legend. I miss him so much.
Outsiders 2.
Sure.
Insiders.
Give me that story. Yeah, the Insiders.
All right. And our last news story, more capsums!
Woo!
Bandai Japan has posted images of the DX Legend Rider Capsum Randox box. I don't know if that's a typo or if that's the actual name. Sparkly version sets. So
they're the Legend Rider capsules, but sparkly.
Yeah, now we have capsums, but in foil.
Oh, okay. Hang on. So we got I'm just gonna do it in the order that apparently they have them in here. Agito, Hibiki, Deno, O, Zio, Zeztz, Fi's, Decade, Gaim, X801, and Zane.
Ooh, Zane's getting one. Neat.
Yeah. So cool. People like Zane. I know Ichi does.
I like Zane. Too bad his belt is stupid expensive.
And like really shitty in quality. It doesn't even scan cards. Scan cards.
They had to have room for their card shredding bullshit gimmick. So the Legend Rider Capsum is now available in sparkling design with a total of 6 randomly selected boxes. You only get 1 capsum in each random box. So it's a gotcha. It's literally a gotcha.
Gotcha.
Excuse. All right. So Sparkly version 01 comes with versions of Kuga, Blade, Forze, Drive, Build, and Gav. Each box is 660 yen, January 10th release. Then we have...
Oh, okay. Then we have a set with Drive, Build, Gav, Kuga, Forze, and Blade. And then we have another set that's...
The one that I literally just said?
Yes. Double Wizard, Ryuki, Gotcha Revice.
Yeah.
Cute.
And then version 3, we have Agito, Hibiki, Deno, O, Zio, Zeztz. And then 4 is Fi's, Decade, Gaim, X801, Zane. Versions 1 and 2 are coming out January 10th, and versions 3 and 4 are February 7th.
Thank you for making sure to also include Vice with Revi, because you always have to have them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad they keep that continuity. Makes me happy.
Of course. Can't have Revi without Vice. They're a 2-for-1.
Exactly.
as opposed to Double, who's a 2-in-1.
Oh no, yeah. Imagine you're trying to get these and you only get Revive, but you can't get Vice. I mean, bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yep. All right.
If anything, they should have made a capsum of the two of them together in a capsum, and when you spin it, it's them doing like the finishing of like their
high five thing,
like their high five thing. Yeah, that should be a fucking like a Revice capsum. It'd be great.
Terzi says they did, and these are different ones.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, it's good as long as they did that.
Yay.
All right, and that's the news.
All right.
All right, for the first time in 2026, it's time to talk about Kamen Rider.
I'm on it.
Good morning! Zeztz!
Zero's gone. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Zero's gone.
I'm kind of disappointed that we didn't see a cat run out of that body.
No, yeah, no. I'm glad when that body exploded, we didn't hear like. I mean, I'm going to admit it was pretty badass seeing Zero fight in like the robot body. So
I just think it was. Cool. We'll get to that in a little bit, but just as long as we're talking about that up front, I just think it's hilarious that Zero just fucking walked into that scene with zero pomp, circumstance, or provocation. Just like, hi, I'm here now. Cool, let's fight.
Yep.
Like there was no reason for him to show up.
Well, he was already there because he was in bike mode.
I don't know. We'll get to that. I forget what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay, they did do it. Well, fuck me. Awesome. Good. You know what? Maybe that was just my brain remembering that, and like my brain's a pile of mush now. Yeah. So
now we're in the arc where things are tense between Baku and Zero because Code is clearly a shady organization who's hiding a bunch of secrets, and so far all we know about that is that it involves brainwashing and erasing memories of their agents when they were children. Whether there's more to it than that, we don't know yet, but we know that's at baseline what that includes.
Yeah, so like we saw Nox was stuck in a dream where he like was in a memory of himself where he was part of Code as Agent Number 4, and he was like, I guess like during a mission he like was in the bad spot, and like his invoker got damaged and he couldn't use it, and so he called Zero asking for backup, and basically Zero was just like, no, you're on your own, good luck.
Here's the thing, this is my biggest issue with Zero and Code as a whole. If the man is so dead set on the missions getting accomplished, and I'm sure I've said this before, but if more resources are needed to be thrown at the problem in order to solve the problem, accomplish the mission, and fucking save the world, why are you not endeavoring to do so?
So here's my thought. I think he couldn't send him backup because there was no other backup. Like he literally, Nox at the time was the only agent he had.
Well, the response I want to give to that is, wouldn't Nox know if there was no other agent?
No, because Zero wouldn't make him tell him that. Because he keeps all the shit to himself.
That does track, because currently in the current storyline so far, Baku is the only active agent, but that is also because all of the other agents fucked off and will presumably be coming back soon.
Yeah, so I assume that like he's like no backup, finish it alone, and that's like his final test. Like, oh, if you can't complete this mission on your own, then like what good are you? And then he just disposed of him.
Yeah, and these are the kind of missions where if they don't get completed, people die! Try harder!
Well, yeah, because Baku goes up to Zero later, and he's just like, so, like, why are we doing all this? And just, like, Zero gives him, like, the most bullshit fucking basic answer. World peace.
World peace. What does that mean, peace. Dude?
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
There's a lot of interpretations of the phrase world peace, and you're not really clarifying.
See, like, I'm gonna go into quickly why like Zero's my favorite character in the show. Like, I first off, I just want to make it clear. I agree with everybody. Like, he is a piece of shit. He's keeping secrets and stuff like that. But this is what makes him interesting because he's the biggest mystery of this show. And when we find out what his whole fucking deal with, it is gonna be awesome, and I'm looking forward to it. So that's why he's my favorite, and also because currently as of right now, he's a robot bike, so that's pretty cool.
The other thing that I'm really looking forward to figuring what the fuck out is going on is like the objective of the quote unquote villains of the show, which still does include Nox, but also this new faction that we meet at the end of the episode, who we're gonna learn more of later. But because like, on one hand, I think the show wants us to think that the villains are justified in doing what they're doing because Zero and Code are shady and manipulative, and it's a case of like they're not really evil, they're just fighting back against oppression. But we also have to remember that the nightmares are a problem, and Nox did actively help them and has been the whole show, and did facilitate the one time they broke into the real world and started actually fucking shit up. So I don't think we can fully say that opposing Code as the villains of the show means that they are good. What I think is going on is, I think that Nox, the lady, and the other lords who we're going to meet later are so blinded by their anger at Code that they want to destroy Code and Zero, whatever it takes. And if that involves destroying the world and killing humans to do so, so fucking be it.
Yeah, and like they might just be in their own heads being like, oh, what we're doing is for like the benefit of like for the great, like to quote Hot Fuzz, for the greater good, the greater good.
But the reason this is so confusing for me is this episode 15, it felt like it was positing the idea that Nox wasn't under his own control the entire show up until now. It made it seem like the reason Nox was doing everything and helping the nightmares was because he himself was affected by the nightmare that we see and fight in this episode. It made it feel like he was under the control of his own nightmares haunting him, and that once Baku had freed him from that nightmare, he was going to go, oh man, I see clearly now. But that's not what's happening, apparently.
I didn't get that, because like apparently he was just like in a cabin with an IV and just like
this whole time up until now, his actual body's just been hooked up to an IV in a fucking campground cabin for some reason. But like, if that's not what's happening, then what the fuck was the actual point of this whole Nox has his own nightmare thing? What did that accomplish?
The lady asked him, in order to get stronger, he needs to unlock his own powers, so he needs to use his new nightmare powers.
Was it a case of get afflicted with a nightmare so that you can conquer it and use it to turn into this new Kamen Rider form?
I guess so.
That would explain why the fucking Nox driver came out of goddamn nowhere in the second episode.
Yeah, and like, so like, I guess he wanted the night invoker because he just kind of wanted to have something as like a temporary thing until he got the proper power he wanted.
I think getting the night invoker let him use the erase capsum because that's been of great utility to him.
Mm-hmm.
And we're cutting a little bit towards the end of episode 15, but I want to say one part that I thought was hilarious was when Fujimi and Nazca find him in the cabin and they try and like, you know, convince him to come back to their side, and instead he pulls a fucking gun on them, and then like he backs away while pointing the gun at them and then slowly closes a door. And for some reason the vibe I had was, nobody move, I have to pee real bad. I've been asleep for 15 weeks.
I might be wrong about this, but I think he used the erase capsum to like erase the doorknobs on the door so they couldn't get in.
I don't know. I don't know specifically what he did, but he used the erase capsum in some capacity to get away.
He used it to erase his pee. That's right.
He pee-raced.
Also, like Baku had like a moment where he's just like, okay, I'm gonna work hard, Zero, to be like the agent that you expect me to be, and he like starts like using the gashapon machine to like unlock all the capsims, because I guess at that moment his mind is very strong willed, so he's able to like get all the capsims, and Zero is just like, there you go, that's more like it. So he's like very proud of him that he's like in a good headspace.
Now, on the surface level, yes, that's what's happening. He's more resolute, and thus his mind allows him to pull all of the gacha power-ups back up. My fucking JRPG-addled brain is looking way harder into this than it should, and the way I interpreted that scene was a little bit different. It was more like, yes, come back into the indoctrination, and in exchange for agreeing to do what I tell you, you can have your fun toys back. You know what I mean?
Also,
it's like, yes, comply, and you will get your fucking toys.
Also, I thought he kind of like when Zero like told me he's like you failed. You're supposed to like, or no, that was the next episode. But like he uses like boost to fight the nightmare or whatever like that, because he's like oh, I gotta help the dreamer.
He does use booster in 15, yeah,
which it's cool.
Now
I did like when he uses the Hisats. It like he basically like kicks them like a bolt of lightning striking on someone. So that was really cool.
What I'm curious about the booster capsum is, so like he says, Zero gives it to them. He says it's like a Zeroider capsum, the same one that he uses to power the Zeroiders, which I guess is the robot suit. So he uses Inazuma Plasma first, and then puts the booster capsum, which switches him to Inazuma Plasma. But that means that Inazuma Plasma isn't a Inazuma power-up specifically. When we first learned about these forms, I thought this was like a Shining Hopper, Shining Assault Hopper situation, where this is the new form, and this is the even better version of the new form. But what I think is happening is, I think the booster capsum can probably be used to power up any other existing capsum. So I'm curious if we're going to see like Impact Booster, Machine Booster, you know what I mean?
That'd be cool, yeah.
Because I would love to see booster-fied versions of other Zeztz forms.
I did like in the fight he used like, because like the Nightmare tried to attack Nox, and then he turned in a barrier to like defend him, and like Nox got pissed off of it. He's like, did I ask for your fucking help? And he's just like, I don't care, I'm helping you. And then like the Nightmare tries to get away, and he uses like gravity to like pull him back towards him like from the exit. And I was like, that's cool.
The way Zeztz uses barrier in these episodes is really clever.
Yeah.
People in our chat are saying that booster is a stabilizer, so it is specifically for the purposes of condensing and stabilizing more powerful and wild forms.
Yeah, because Plasma's a very powerful capsum.
That's why it keeps turning off mid-battle.
Yeah.
So booster stabilizes it. Although even though it is technically a new form, they didn't really put a lot of pomp and circumstance into debuting it. It was just like, yeah, I got this, blam, kick, dead, moving on.
Mm-hmm. And like it's okay looking. Like I don't mind like the rainbow attachments on it. I think I just don't like the one on the like the little one on the shoulder, like by his neck. In
terms of my aesthetic taste, it doesn't really fit what I like, but I do think objectively it is cool. Although if I had to pick, I do like Inazuma Plasma better as a tighter design.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Yeah.
It's just like, this is Plasma, but with some flourish to it.
Also, Wolf Nightmare is voiced by Bigfoot for Gozyuger. Okay, I don't know who Bigfoot is, but
I haven't watched Gozyuger yet, so. There was one bit early in 15 where like the plasma attacks start manifesting in the real world as these little electrical bursts in the sky, and then just this little girl's like, "Is that Santa up in the sky?" And Fujimi just kneels down and completely shatters this little girl's dreams. Like, no, that's not Santa. This isn't even Christmas. And I'm like, is it not? What fucking time of year is it in the show? It was Christmas time in Gozyuger for this week.
Right.
Anyway, that was weird.
Yeah, so then he defeats the Nightmare, and
I will say, like, for being what I would assume is some sort of more plot-relevant nightmare than the others, the Darkness Nightmare also didn't really get a lot of build-up or pomp or circumstance to him, but the design of it I thought was really, really cool. The way the head was shaped, and he's got the X on the one side.
Yeah.
A very cool nightmare that I wish had more plot relevance.
Yeah, so then like Nox finally like wakes up because like his nightmare's over and he's like, oh my god.
Yeah, and so then once he awakes, he goes and meets with the lady who is in her own sort of like her own equivalent to Zero's office, I guess, but he's definitely still in the real world because he has his solid black hair. So this is some other sort of
well, yeah,
boundary between the real and dreams.
Well, yeah, because just remember in your dreams you can kind of make yourself look however the fuck you want. So that was probably just like he wanted to like make himself look different in the dream. I did like that. Well, yeah, no, because this is the dream version of him. So like that's why like Baku dreams himself up as an agent, so he looks like an agent.
No, I'm not questioning that. I'm just wondering like this base where we need to call him by his name because his name is Odaka Kensei. Nox is his power set name. We need to clarify this.
I like calling him Nox.
So Odaka goes to meet with this woman who is just called the Lady.
It's a lady.
And this area that they're in feels like it's supposed to be in the dream world, but my point was when Odaka is in the dream world, he has the white streaks in his hair, so that's his dream avatar, quote unquote. So the fact that while he's here, he does not have those streaks in his hair tells me that this is a space in the real world, not in the dream world. This could be another space like Zero's office that exists in both worlds. Although we have proven in previous episodes that there are separately existing copies of Zero's office, one in the real world, one in the dream world. So now this place probably is similar where you can swap between the two versions of it.
Also, yeah, Decker posted pictures of it, but I also do like this line of dialogue that Nox says to Baku. He's like, I hate the organization, but the agent has done nothing wrong. So he's like, oh, I hate code. I don't hate you because you're being used as well.
It's a very Admiral hate the sin, not the sinner kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the lady's talking some weird shit, and I'm just like, I don't like what you're selling, lady.
it appears to be that this is an organization of people who used to work for Code and then got tired of being treated like disposable pawns, broke off from Code, and are now targeting Zero.
You know what? I feel like this lady. I feel like she knows some shit about Zero. I feel like she was like Zero's like really close with them.
100%.
Yeah, has to be.
What I'm wondering is if the lady is one of the three lords. Like, is she 6 or is she managing 3 others?
That's possible. It's very possible.
Yeah.
So then episode 16, basically like Zero's mad at Baku because he's like you failed your mission. I told you to eliminate Nox. What the fuck?
Okay. So while he's fighting Nox, he mentions like, oh, my mission is eliminate the enemy, and then he points to Odaka and says, "You're not the enemy," and then fights the nightmare. So I'm kind of sad that Baku didn't try and pull the loophole of, all you said was eliminate the enemy. You didn't say eliminate Odaka Kensei specifically. I eliminated the enemy, which was the nightmare, so get fucked.
I did like, though, like, I thought he, like, cut him off entirely, because, like, you see, like Baku's walking away, and then, like, he, like, gets, like, he falls off the building, and then he, like, wakes back up in his bed, but then he looks over at the closet. And for a second I was like, oh, did Zero like cut him off entirely from
That's
like,
what I thought.
The code base?
But then he just walks into the base and everyone's there, and now we have our whole fucking 4 Warriors of Light situation where Baku, Minami, Fujimi, and Nazca are now this fun little team of 4 Warriors of Light kind of thing going on. And I really, really love this dynamic that's already developing where Fujimi and Baku have this like pained relationship where they want to work together, but because of their arguments, they're struggling to like be peaceful with each other. So they each need their manager women to slap them in the ass to get them to get along.
He's not a cat. He's not a cat.
Just fucking Nazca just kicking Fujimi to get him to apologize was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I like he like forced them to. Oh my god, I like that she like went over to. It's like, okay, shake hands, you're good now.
Did they update that shot where they're all jumping in the city set? So Odaka's got this new fucking solid black hair and black leather coat look now.
I guess so.
Damn. I didn't notice that, but I did notice the lady getting added to the opening.
So Baku's in this dream where it's like a Nem like idol event, like fan event.
It's like a Happy New Year festival kind of thing, but they did the obvious joke and went Happy Nem Year because M is W upside down. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. So then Baku's like sitting beside like another fan, and he's like, oh yeah, like I was one of like the first fans, and she's like, you're one of the original first 10, and he's like, yeah, I'm fan number 7. I'm like, oh fuck you.
Of course they did. So for those who might not know, the way idol fan culture works with regards to these member numbers is the sooner you join up to an idol's fan club, you get this number of like the order you joined in, and it's a point of pride and sometimes even a point to be bullied over. It's a bigger deal if you have a lower number because it means you were a fan sooner than someone else.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
So the woman that he talks to in this scene, I thought looked familiar. I looked her up. She was one of the characters in As the Gods Will.
Okay.
So yeah,
I love that. Like we find out like she's like a nurse in the hospital, and like Baku goes up to her, and it's like, "Hey, it's me. I'm fan number 7," and she's like, "Oh,
what?" Yeah,
she's like, the fuck.
It's both hilariously adorable and like creeper weird that Baku will just consistently go up to people that he's technically never met in real world and go, "Hey, it's me remember me from your dream last night?" It's not weird.
No, and it's always fun. It's always interesting that like they do happen to remember him because like dreams are always usually really vague. You either really remember your dream or you don't at all.
I think what might be at play here, and they don't really explicitly say it, is because this is like different dreams that actually involve people like Nem and Baku going into their consciousnesses. Mm-hmm. Memories of these dreams are more prevalent in people's minds. Yeah,
probably Tara is probably the like female main character from.
I remember her name was Takase. I don't remember which character it was. Jerry in our Discord says, "What if the lady calls her organization Decode?" That's fucking perfect.
That's funny. That'd be really cool.
If they don't, we will.
Yeah. Look at Baku. He's such a dork. I love him.
When this scene started, I thought this was like a festival happening in the waking world, and then we just see all the dream shit and the nightmare happening. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a dream.
I was just expecting his sister to just come out of nowhere and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And yeah, so like,
just because she's missing doesn't mean they can't celebrate her. Everyone knows who she is.
So I like that his sister like goes up to Baku about like you like, how's your job? And it's like, not going well right now. I'm having problems with my boss.
Conflicts with my boss.
Yeah, my boss is mad at me because I betrayed him.
The boss is really riding me, or should I say, I'm really riding my boss. Get back to me on that. Oh yeah, so the fucking I don't know why. Okay, no, I know why, but it comes out of nowhere until you have context for it. The fucking nightmare, the monster of the week, is a wolf design because it's the Fies monster. Because it is a wolf and it rides on a bike that seems like it's driving on its own, like Autovasion. So that's the Fies monster. And he fucking eats Nem because she's dressed up like Little Red Riding Hood. I don't know why this was a thing other than Kamen Rider Fies equals wolf equals eat Little Red Riding Hood, I guess.
Yep.
It seems really out of nowhere until you work backwards through it. But I will say this Nightmare's design is fucking sick. I love the Fies notes on it.
Oh yeah, he was such a fucking asshole. He's just like, "Where's Nem?" He's like, "Fuck if I know." And I'm just like, "Oh shit."
Was the Nightmare that old lady? I noticed that she had one line of dialogue, so I'm like, "She's the." For half a second, I was like, "She's the dreamer." She had a line of dialogue. This Nightmare is based on Fies because Fies was the wolf Orphanok and had a bike, who was also a robot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, look, he's mostly silver and he's got like streaks of red on him like Fies does. Very cool. I love the way these monster suits have been replicating rider designs. I'm sure I've said this before, but it's very Another Ridery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the big bad wolf was disguised as grandma. That's actually perfect.
There we go.
Yeah, look at you. The bike is called Wolf the Red Flagger. What? Oh yeah, they did the Akira slide during the bike chase. Also, there was a fucking bike chase scene in Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the mission is tracked and missing. We have Lady in the opening. And then we just get a couple of times we get this quick reference to Mr. Captain Cardboard. It's like, oh no, my jokes have gone missing. Don't look for me. Definitely do not look for me.
Cardboard.
Cardboard. So we have Odaka and the lady. It's going to take me a long time to stop saying Nox. And she says the target is that man. Take him alive. And obviously she means Zero. Now, the way this fight resolves, technically he didn't kill him, but she also didn't take him alive. All he did was destroy a robot that he was remoting.
Yeah, I think it was just Nox trying to
Take this
let off
L.
some steam. Yeah. But yeah, so I like I like to keep like a lot of screenshots of like Zero anytime he like says something. So I really enjoyed just him just going, do your job. Just do your job.
Yeah. So we get this fight of Zero versus Nox Knight, and the fight was actually pretty cool, I gotta say.
Yep. Yeah.
I liked the bit where Zero used the Breakum Buster to spin the capsum that he had in there to activate his attack. That was very cool.
And when he slid, because he has like wheels on his shins, he slid.
Yeah.
On his knees. That was cool.
So Zero manages to knock the Night Invoker off of Nox. Odaka, fuck me. And then he just pulls the fucking Nox driver out of nowhere. No build up, no hint at it. It's just there. He's got it, and we have to live with that. Or as I'm going to call it, the fucking toothpaste driver.
Again, it's neat. I'm not a big fan of it, and I just don't like this kind of like dual color design he has.
Yeah,
like, I'd rather.
We talked a lot about this Kamen Rider Nox suit design last week, but to quickly re-summarize, it would have looked better if it was all black and white, like the left half is. Or right half
looks so much better. Looks so much better that way.
He is, in fact, a Colgate-looking ass. Although I do think the detail of like the V shape over the visor raising as he finishes henching because he's waking up, quote unquote, is a cool detail. It is also simultaneously very cool and absolutely fucking triggering that the standby chime for Kamen Rider Nox involves an actual fucking alarm clock sound.
Yes.
Also, I love and hate it.
The standby chime is pretty good too.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, as this meme points out, this is the rider form waking up.
Yes. I didn't think it sounded like an alarm, but I guess so.
Listen close. There's absolutely an alarm sound in it.
Okay. I'll listen to it later. But yeah, so he, of course, because he has rider debut illness, he beats the shit out of Zero. Zero tries to use the boost capsum to like kind of like increase his speed and power, but it just doesn't do anything. And then Nox literally rips his heart out.
He rips out some sort of like energy core, which we don't really know what it is, but it's just safe.
But it's like basically his heart. He rips his heart out.
It looks like a fucking Zeztz stone from Pokemon.
Yeah, it's power source, and then he just goes get fucked and kicks him off the ledge, and he falls to the ground and explodes.
Before we talk more about the end results of the fight, I have to say, even though I'm not a fan of Kamen Rider Nox's suit or belt, the way he fights in this episode is fucking sick.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So he's got this shadow capsum, which is this whole brand new doorknob-shaped category of capsums. And the way he, like, conjures up shadows into, like, a fucking sword and some sort of shadow creature that was yeeting Zero around, that was fucking awesome, and I want more of that, please.
Yeah, no, Nox is a really good fighter.
Oh man, that was sick. And we didn't even see any of his weird gimmicky weapon attachments in this episode. This was all just the shadow capsum.
Oh, there it is. There's the power source. It was in the vlog.
That looks like the fucking crystals from Dino Charge, the Energems or whatever the fuck they were called.
Well, like, who knows, right? Maybe the remote that he has, because he's like remotely controlling it. Maybe it has like a pain receptor or something, so you can like, because he has to like feel. I don't know.
Vegas says someone edit this so he's holding a cat.
Oh God. Hey, Zero. Fuck. But yeah, so he literally rips his heart off, tells him to get fucked, and then he falls up, kicks him off the ledge, and he falls and he explodes.
For some fucking reason, the like clunk you hear as his body hits the floor actually made me break out laughing.
No, it was, and they also had like two different angles of like him falling too, which I was okay.
That was also a crazy stunt for the actor to do, to actually fall that distance.
Yeah, especially in that suit. So, but yeah, so unfortunately, Zero is out of the picture for now.
I'm fully on the side of he has a closet full of spare robot suits ready to go.
Well, as we saw in the screenshot preview, which Decker can put up for us, is like they get back to the real world and the bike is just in pieces.
Oh, lovely.
Destroyed. Yeah.
But let's say what everyone's been talking about for the last week or two. This is the second time that Yuya Takahashi murdered a bike man on Christmas.
Fuck.
It's Laser again!
Oh my God, yeah. What does he have against bikes?
On Christmas.
Did he not get a bike for Christmas when he was a kid? So this is just him getting revenge on his childhood trauma of not getting a bike for Christmas. Vegas, damn it, now I have 2 nickels.
That's fucking Yuya Takahashi's nightmare.
Now you know what I need to do? I need to get a figure arts of Zero, and I need to get a figure arts of Laser, and just have them like side by side.
Just have them shaking hands. You died on Christmas too?
No,
Yup.
no, have them shaking wheels.
No. Or have one riding the other.
Yeah, I'll get them in bike forms. Yeah, I'll get Zero riding Laser and Laser riding Zero. There we go. That's gonna be Bikeception.
So I think the episode name has to be A Second Bike Died on Christmas.
Yeah. Anyways, so yes, at first I was very shocked and heartbroken to see my favorite character get fucking his ass beat and destroyed. But then the reality of the situation kicked in where I'm like, well, it's just a robotic suit he was remotely piloting, so
he's fine.
Probably still out there somewhere. So for now, what he's probably doing is he's just going to stay in the shadows, bide his time, and my prediction is he's going to come back like 10 episodes from now or something like that. He's gonna show up actual Zero, and he's gonna whip out a fucking driver, put it around his waist, and this will be the icing on top, like the cherry on top, is that the belt's gonna be voiced by Zero himself. It's gonna be so fucking cool.
I could see them doing that.
I'm gonna get Kamen Rider Zero. He's gonna be my favorite rider in this whole show. I hope
it would be. We've said this plenty, but it would be funny if he became Kamen Rider Zero and then was the only one in the show to wear it on his waist.
Tara makes an interesting assumption. What if Zero's like actually like a crippled man in real life or something? Then what it can do is he uses the Zero robot to remotely control and turns that into a rider.
He just pulls a fucking Professor X.
And then it's the first ever remote controlled Kamen Rider. That's gonna be cool. Fucking goddamn it.
There's him holding a cat.
No.
For the audio listeners.
Decker is just gonna fucking push that on me for all time.
Yeah.
Especially if it's fucking happens, he's actually a cat. Anyways, yeah, so I'm sad Zero's out of the picture for now, but I think
it won't last long. I give it 2 episodes tops.
He'll be back. We'll get Terleby-kun scans in like February or March or some shit, and we'll fucking see like Zero with a belt, and it'll be awesome.
All right, so let's because we've talked about so much over these 2 episodes, let's just give our overall. Let's quickly share what our overall thoughts on the show is at this point in the series.
I'm very much liking where it's going, because now I think we're past the point where like, you know, it's been like Monster of the Week and like blah blah blah. So now we have this like second villain showing up, like the lady, and now Nox is like a proper Kamen Rider. So now I think the wheels are really moving forward for the show. So now I feel like the plot's gonna get like really, really intense, and especially when Zero comes back into the picture and we're gonna like find out more about him. I think that's when the show's gonna get like really fucking good.
Yeah,
so.
I think we're moving along at the correct pace of, like you said, we've gotten past our Monster of the Week incidents for the first 10-ish episodes, and now we're starting to see shadows of the actual plot happening. We have some new factions showing up, and the status quo has been changing a lot.
Yeah, and now that Zero's out of the picture for the time being, Baku's gonna basically be like not on his own, because he's gonna have like Fujimi and the others, but like he won't have like Zero to kind of guide him.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing now. I'm stuttering a lot, but I'm really looking forward to seeing this whole alliance of Baku, Minami, Nazca, and Fujimi banding together now that they've worked out their issues and coming together as like the Nightmare Task Force.
Yeah.
Although I am also looking forward to seeing how Baku changes with regards to his relationship to Code, in terms of like, do I keep working for them even though they've probably fucked with my memories?
Or
secrets are going to be bad? Do I continue to work for them, or do I betray them like the others?
That's why it makes you think, because like right now, technically Nox, like Kamen Rider Nox, is like a villain rider.
Yeah,
technically. So,
but again, this will largely change depending on what their underlying motivations are and what they're willing to sacrifice to achieve their goals.
That's why I wonder.
They're leaning more towards villain, but also with a splash of anti-hero.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if like the Lords are going to show up and then they kind of like kick Nox out or something like that, and then Nox is like, "Well, I have no one," and then Baku's like, "Join me, we'll help you," and he's like, "Okay."
I don't know if it's going to go that way, but it will be interesting where it's like, we have the 3 Lords and Kamen Rider Nox. So are the 4 of them just going to be like the villain faction for the next while? It's interesting that like they're Lords who are not rider-likes, but quote-unquote high-ranking rider, or they're not riders, but quote-unquote high-ranking rider-likes. And then Kamen Rider Nox, who is a full-fledged Kamen Rider now, even though, let's be honest, the line dividing full Kamen Rider and rider-like in the show is not quite so distinct. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that there's an actual solid point-outable element that goes, you are a Kamen Rider and you are a rider-like. It's just the names that they have chosen to assign.
Wait, the Zeroider isn't actually, but we've seen him transform into the bike. So they are the same, aren't they? Or did I miss something? I
think what he's saying, that the Zeroider body that he's using is not actual Zero, because he's remote piloting it, which we do know.
Okay, yeah.
But that actually brings up a question.
I know what you mean. Okay, yeah, I gotcha.
The question is not if you know it, it's does Baku realize? Well, the thing is,
that's what
Baku doesn't know. I don't think Baku even knows Zero's dead yet, because that happened right at the end of the episode.
No, exactly. That's why this week's episode, like, I actually might tune in tomorrow night for like the live episode, because I want to see like Baku be like, "Wait, what happened to Zero?"
Yeah, but Baku did get told by Zero that he was remote controlling the body, so he shouldn't be too upset. It's like
he's like, why are you drinking? He's like, "Oh, this is just fuel."
It's a tragedy that the body's gone, but like I said, he probably has a fucking closet of them.
Yeah.
But I think we're keeping pace with where we should be. I think Zeztz is hyping up at the appropriate levels. It's not too fast, not too slow. I'm looking. There's some mysteries that I'm not. Even with all of the trope knowledge that we have from our experience in watching these shows for so long, I'm not able to really fully have a clear idea of where I think the show's going. And a show that's still able to do that in this day and age is a rarity.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see where we go from here.
Yeah.
All right. Any other closing thoughts?
No, pretty much got everything.
All right. Let's move on.
Woo! Engage. I guess the Sword June found the true spirit of Christmas.
I think we just need to name these episodes Tega Therapy.
I think the funnest part was that Goodbang, like, they stopped like dead naming him.
I was gonna say that later. I'm like, all right, so if we're going to reunite as a family, will you please stop dead naming our son? Thank you.
No, but like, I was more surprised when like freaking like Tega June was just like, it's like Goodbye, and I'm like, oh shit.
She's learning.
Yeah, so I didn't realize at the beginning of the episode that like that was like supposed to be Kuon and Horu when they were kids. Like,
yeah, well, yeah, we've seen them before. We've seen them before. I definitely recognize Hisamitsu's younger actor.
I wouldn't remember that.
Weirdly, I did.
I was like, why are we focusing on these two kids? And then they go back to the flashback again. I was like, oh, it's them.
Yeah, because we've seen them before, so the show didn't feel the need to explain it to us.
Yeah, so Kuon's got like a fuck ton of wishes he's like putting on the tree. He's just like, yeah, well, I'm wishing for all this shit.
Bro,
like,
I'm going to game this fucking system. I'm going to load up so many wishes that at least one of these is probably going to happen.
Also, Ryugi has the right idea. Next year, y'all better fucking buy a Tega sword and you better put it on the top of your Christmas tree. Just saying.
Next year, after Sentai dies?
Yes. Hey, we got to own our Sentai stuff. I'm honestly not joking. I'm actually thinking later, like down the road, buying a DX Tega sword just to have displayed like as Tega sword, just in like honor of like Gozyuger being the last Sentai.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Lane is joining the Tega sword religion.
I'm surprised you haven't.
Because it's a terrible design.
Oh, okay, shit. Praise Tega sword.
So yeah, a large part of what happens over this episode involves convincing Tega Sword and Tega June to like show mercy to each other and reunite, which is an interesting thing to kind of pull out of nowhere, both close to the end and also this far away from the end.
Yeah, so they're all chilling around like I guess where like the end of the calamity happened, because like you just see all the pile of like dead fucking
they're just like chilling in the ruins where all of the dead Megazords are.
Yeah, because like Bouquet's there and Rikuo's with them and Kumade, and I'm just like, all right.
So I guess June just lives in the fucking Megazord graveyard now.
Yeah. So then like Goodbang's just like, oh, we gotta do something like to help mom, and then like he like tunes into like the cafe and then like hears them talk about like Christmas. It's like, yeah, my family used to made me like homemade Christmas gifts. I really loved it. And Goodbang's like, huh. So
Kuon decides to reign as king of Bridan. Candle's not happy.
No.
But everyone else is just like, yeah, we're moving on without you. But we'll get to more of that later.
Poor Fire Candle.
Yeah, we'll get to him. I'm really excited to see what he does. So so Kuon decides to target the landlady. And then like there's this scene where the Aoi, the child, runs up to Horu crying about his mother. And I know this is a weird thing to highlight, but I was actually very impressed by the child's acting in that scene where he was crying. Like I really felt it. And then they absolutely fucking nuked that scene into orbit by Horu trying to make a funny face to cheer him up. And the child immediately goes, fucking really, bro? My mom might die. Read the room.
Even I was just like, Horu, man, like, not the time. And then he gets all serious, he's like, I'm gonna get your mom back, don't worry. He's like, oh.
So we cut to the cave of the overlords in the Bugnarok, where they run into Kuon with his sick new eyeball and hairdo, and then the creepiest fucking thing in the whole series happens, and Kuon literally opens up to show that she's inside me now.
Yep, in the shape of an X too.
So apparently, because he's absorbed Tega June into himself, he now has the capacity to do what all of the no ones do and trap humans within his own body. and they had to make it even creepier by having like the top half of his body raise up as if he was some sort of Geiger eldritch horror. Genuinely fucking terrifying.
And then he becomes like Super Kuon, like Super Garud.
So I looked it up. The name of this new form is Tegajun Garyudo, which is the laziest possible name you could have given the form while still being technically accurate.
Yeah, and then all it does is give him like a Tegajun themed cape, which is, it's cool. I like the cape. And then just like a pink eye on the helmet.
Now, I'm actually going to give this form the lowest possible grade while still giving it a passing grade. Because here's the thing. The cape is cool. It's not a lot, but it is cool. The opened up second eye is not a lot to do, but having that be the bit of his suit where his power-up is the covered up second eye opening is thematically a very cool thing to do. But those two on their own, I wouldn't give it a passing grade for. The one thing that makes me really feel like they actually put at least the smallest amount of effort into it is the lapel, like the little border around his neck.
Oh, the collar, yeah.
Collar. Why did I brain fart on the word collar?
Lapel.
That wasn't on the original Garyudo suit, and that looks like the molding actually took some effort to do. So because that is there, I will give this suit a very marginally passing grade.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the whole, it does kind of come off low effort, and I understand why people don't like it. But then like the henshin sequence, while I'm happy to see a stock henshin, this one kind of sucked. Because like it doesn't improve much on the original, and also the like dissonant piano sounds are distractingly horrible.
Yeah.
And I think I get that that's kind of the point. But if you throw shit in my face, ironically, you're still throwing shit in my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So this whole experience of this new Super Garyudo is kind of mid. But it's okay because he's not around for very long.
Yeah, no, okay, so then we get into the shit where, like, so they're fighting Tekajun or whatever like that, and, like, Tekasword's fighting him, Gudabang's fighting her. And then, like, Gudabang just decides to fucking whip out. It's like, all right, Mom, I'm gonna give you your Christmas present, and like gives her a red scarf that he stayed up all night knitting for.
Here's the thing. So the first thing we see during this scene, he starts like creating some sort of like red energy whip, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? He's never done this before. So what I thought was happening was he was going to like wrap her in that energy and use it to like somehow make her good again, to like remove the evil from her or purify her or some shit. But then like the energy that he spawned using his powers manifests into a real ass giant red woolen knit scarf that he created with this red energy. And then we flash back to him physically knitting the scarf.
Yeah.
So what the fuck was the whole red energy whip thing about? Why didn't he just have the scarf and toss it on her or something?
Because he had to build up like he had to build it up, being like, oh, what is it? Oh, it's a scarf he made for his mom. But weirdly enough, I kind of dig Tekajun in the scarf. It's like cute.
It's good because it matches her color scheme. She's already white with red accents, so having more red accents on it works.
And then he like fires
it's
up
only
like a bunch
slightly less effort than Garyudo's power up.
And then he like fires up like fireworks in the sky that spells out Merry Christmas, and then she's like, oh my god. And then like they realize like, oh my god, all Tekajun's been missing is just she's been lonely and she just wanted her family together. And then she smiles, and then like
she like closes her eyes, and it's so uncanny and it weirded me out.
And then Tekasword's just like, you know what? We should all just be a happy fucking family. And they all like,
why
just
have we been fighting for these 43 episodes?
And then they decide to like stop dead naming Gudabang, and they just call him by his new name. And I'm just sitting here like, Aww.
We're just gonna forget all of the traumatic family incidents that we've had in the past. We're gonna forget the non-consensual marriage.
It is the speed meme. Just I see you trying not to laugh, bro.
The not mutually agreed on conception of our son. All of the times you tried to murder me.
You technically being AI slop.
Yeah, that's a thing that's kind of getting glossed over, but we're just gonna slide along with that, I guess.
But no, anyways, it's weirdly adorable. Like the first, I guess, Sentai mech family. I'm here for it. It's adorable.
I really don't know what the takeaway from this is. It's so weird.
It's even if your son was the result of like unwanted sex, and your other half you had this unwanted sex was like a generative AI version of you can still make up and become a family.
Tara on the Discord is like, if June is a copy of Tegasort, is this self-cessed? It's not self-cessed.
Like, I guess it would kind of almost be like you make like an AI version of like yourself as a girl, because you just kind of want to be like, what would I be like as a woman?
And so Tegasort remarried his AI OC waifu, Do Not Steal.
Yeah, and let's just say Fire Candle did not take this well at all. He's like, the fuck?
I also love that, like, as Goju, Wolf, and Garyudo finish their battle, like, Horu defeats Kuon, obviously, and then he gets all his rings, and then, like, because there was actually, like, a formal #1 battle happening, he unhensions, and then the announcer goes, "Winner, Hono Toru!" And he sounds, like, confused by it.
Okay, Decker, I need you to shop something for me, because I think this would be adorable. I need you to take this picture you just posted, but I need you to like put it in like a picture frame, like it's like a family, it's like a family photo,
family album.
Like a family photo, like on the fireplace.
also, yeah. So like Wolf or Horu pulls the landlady out of Garyudo, and for some fucking reason, the momentum of doing so yeets Garyudo forward through the air, which was also hilarious.
Also, I like that Horu ended up winning the battle, and because he was like unhenching, it was like winner Toto Horu.
Yeah, I was talking about that, and what I mentioned was the announcer sounds confused by the results.
And he's like, "What?
Oh no!"
Actually, you know what? Turn this picture, make it like a Christmas card.
Yeah.
Like Merry Christmas from the Tegas.
From the Tega family.
From the Tega family.
But
so then, yeah.
While the two of them are fighting, they like wax fucking motivations at each other. So apparently Kuon was jealous of Horu's not give a fuck attitude, which doesn't excuse his complete lack of character development. And then Horu goes, "No, I was jealous of you because you were cooler than me." And then like I was kind of vibing with it because it's like, oh, they had like secret resentment of each other. All right, that kind of understands. Brothers can do that with each other. And then Kuon just says the most out of hand fucking thing I've ever heard. Because I'm so jealous of you, I must defeat you so that I can become you. And I'm like, you almost had me and you lost me at the end.
Yeah, and then like we cut back to Tekka Jude, and she looks over at Fire Candle and goes, "Yeah, you're not necessary anymore," and like tries to like portal him away, and like Fire Candle's just not fucking taking it. He's like, no, fuck this shit. He like fires a bunch of like attacks, and then like it's like almost hitting Kuon and Horu, and Horu's like, "Oh my fucking god!" And then Kuon just like slides in for like a defending hug, and he just like takes the hit of it.
Bro, 5 fucking minutes ago you were trying to murder him and said that you had to defeat him to become him, and then out of goddamn nowhere you decide to tank a fireball.
Yeah, and then Kuon's
fucking
dead,
what?
Question mark.
And then, like, as he's dying, we cut up to Horu looking at the weirdly wholesome snow and fireworks and shit in the sky. And I'm like, what tone are we going for here? I can't tell anymore.
Marineford all over again.
More like
yeah,
tone
see-
dead, Horu.
So there you go. So I honestly kind of hope for the rest of the series, I kind of just hope we always see Tega June with that scarf on, because that'd be adorable as shit. Because I love that. I almost want to get like a Tega June and then just get
Put
like
a scarf on it.
Yeah, get Kelly to like crochet like a little red scarf and then just put the scarf on it. That'd be fucking awesome.
Oh
yeah, I guess someone got a pair of Scratch Air Jordans.
Yeah,
it's fucking hard.
Okay, look, I know this is a child and he doesn't have a lot of disposable resources to his name, but he looks old, like he's decently aged up. But I'm the only one who found it kind of hilarious and a little sad that his Christmas gift to his mother was a drawing that looked like a 4-year-old made it.
Right? Well, he doesn't have money. Can't
That's
afford
what I'm
presents.
saying. So I'm not calling it like a sin or anything. I just thought it was a little weird. And then like,
No, but
there you go, have some Jordans.
But you always have to do like the parent thing where it's like
Very
their
good.
their drawings like shit, but you have to be like, oh, that's good.
This is going right up on the side of the fridge.
So then, like, obviously, you think that this is the end of Kuon. We're never going to see him again. Lol, nope. So Tegasword decided to grant Kuon's wish, but also punish him at the same time by making him a sword. And if he does good deeds as a sword, he'll turn him back to normal. What the fuck?
This is the clearest bait of a fucking 3-episode Kuon becomes a good guy side special I've ever fucking seen.
This was like the Toei trying to tell like the showrunner, like, okay, you got to kill off Kuon, but she was like, but I like Kuon.
You can stay, but only as a palette swap of a sword we've already palette swapped.
Yeah, and then Bandai Japan fucking swooped in and was just like, hey, could you make
have
like
a solution.
sword? Yeah, make Kuon a sword, and then we'll sell it as a toy.
So he fucking flies in the window as the Garyu Decaliber.
And somehow Kuon's even more of a douchebag as a sword.
He's flying around going, I'm your Christmas present, brother!
Yeah, and he's like trying to like, let's have cake, and he's just like has like a chair. He's hiding behind a chair, like, get the fuck away from me.
He has no arms or movable limbs. He is a floating sword dangling through the air, flying around, screaming, "Hug me, brother!"
Yeah, go hug the floating half-dead sword.
Jesus Christ. As they run out the door, one of the others just goes, wow, toys are amazing nowadays.
I honestly think this is the point. Like, we're almost done the show, obviously, but I think this is the point that Gozyuger jumped the shark.
The writing staff has fully checked out and are fully phoning it in.
Yeah, like obviously,
I turned myself into a sword, Horu! I'm Sword Kuon! Funniest shit I ever saw!
funniest, I saw Kuon get turned into a sword. Funniest shit I've ever saw.
Bro, he turned into a fucking sword. Becoming an Inoue show, it's been an Inoue show.
Yeah, it's Dawn Brothers 2.
It's literally Dawn Brothers now, featuring actual brothers.
Yeah, and then like they
Fucking
fired the black female ranger and replaced her with Odie's sister. Which, yeah, she was in for like one fucking scene and that was it.
And then as the epilogue scene is happening, just a throwaway line from Yugi. Oh yeah, she's with her sister. Okay, cool. Not even a still frame. Not even a fucking still frame of them having Christmas together.
Nope. And then Fire Candle's super depressed.
And Angie. And if this were any other Sentai, this would be fuel for Candle to turn out to be the final villain, like Gremlin from Wizard style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but now we have. But then the next episode happens.
But next episode, the show finally fucking remembers that the Calamity exists.
Yep.
Cool. Glad we get to spend 6 episodes with them.
So I like, so first thing is, in a fucking throwaway line, apparently just like, what's his face from episode
Tsutsumi.
1 who had the Kyoto ring, he apparently just gave up his ring because he wanted to depend on his own strength to achieve his dreams.
We have been waiting all show for the King Oger Universe Warrior to come back and do some shit after
just
the
quit.
fucking bait-ass line that he dropped in episode 1, and they differentiate him off screen.
Yeah, he just quit off screen. But
This fucking show!
So,
you had
fine.
the actor on hand while you were filming Boom Booger versus King Oger.
But so we finally get so we also get introduced to the contest winner of like that they did like months ago to make like an original red for Gozyuger to show up in Gozyuger. And so we finally got the debut of
Original
Origa Red.
Sentai Origa Red, the Origami Ranger.
Yeah, voiced by the human form of Ultraman Rebuke. So that's really cool. But yeah, so he's part of he's apparently like just like the new representation of all Reds in Super Sentai, because I guess they just didn't want to do Aka Red anymore.
Get fucked, Aka Red, I guess.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he technically did die in Gokaiger, so
Like that would stop him.
I mean, he did, but he showed up in the Suoger.
Exactly.
Thingy. Yeah. But anyway, so I gotta say, I dig his design. I think it's really on point with like what his theme's supposed to be, and I think it's just really sick. So I would love to see a whole team of these dudes.
I do think they branded it well, but in terms of objective design, I'm not a fan of it.
I love it, especially the helmet, because it's just like it's an origami crane.
I will say, like, looking at the shots from the roll call, the like diagonal shot where you're looking at it from like where he's facing to the right, but also still kind of front facing, that angle makes the helmet look great. But from the front, I'm not a fan. I think the wingspan on it is way too wide.
And what's really sweet is Decker posted it. He got the contest winner got to meet like Origa Red in the suit, so that's really sweet.
That's crazy. As a child, awesome. Getting to see the thing you created actually not only get created and made, but by the official company is crazy. Yeah. That child's dream has come true.
Aquared's actor has controversy now. Oh, I did not know that. Okay, that's unfortunate.
They could have recast him. The character behind the suit's not important.
But yeah, now technically, and I know this is super obvious, but I just wanted to like mention it. But yeah, now technically, Origa Red technically is the last Red in a Super Sentai.
Yep. But
so,
just to
Gozy Wolf.
Just to speak a little more on the suit design. I fully get what they're going for. I understand the origami motif in it, but I do think the shoulders are gigantic. That's the kind of suit design. I know this is a little hypocritical to say, but that's the kind of jank-ass suit design I see in Champions Online that I don't like.
God, the suit's awful. It's like a kid drew it or something.
That's kind of, yeah. Like, I'm not saying I hate the shoulders based on their existence. I just think they're too big. Like, just like the wings on the helmet. If everything was sized down a little bit, it would be fine.
Also, I just really liked seeing him just make, like, fold origami. I think that was great.
I do not hate kids. I just think things they make are dumb.
Oh, is that supposed to be like what their mech would look like? Yeah, that's cute. Oh, there you go, Ichi. There's the supposed sixth ranger.
Neat. I've seen
cool.
some fan designs of like other Origa Rangers, but the problem is most of them are AI made, and I can't really support that.
Yeah, it's okay. But anyways, yeah. So he's here to apparently tell Gozy Wolf, yeah, you suck as a Red. I'm gonna be the proper Red of this world and take over.
The immediate vibe that I got from Origa Red is he is the voice of the fandom. You are a shit-ass Red Ranger, no one likes you, and we are deposing your ass.
I like him. I've been a fan of horror since day one.
Somebody had to be statistically.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just think he's a fun character. He's a good actor. So
he walks in and goes, you lack leadership, you lack charisma, you don't have a desire, you're not very heroic, you're kind of an asshole, and you shouldn't be the leader.
Do you even have a wish? And he's like, I don't want to say I don't have a wish, but yeah, I don't have a wish.
He even points at, like he's pointing out the writing flaws. Like that's a contradiction. Fucking what? He's kind of saying what I'm thinking. But yeah, there's also this scene near the start I just want to quickly comment on where, like, so Bouquet is now just living in the human world, I guess. So Rikuo tries to get her a job at Tegasword Village. So there's this scene where they're asking the landlady for permission to do that. And my immediate thought on that is, doesn't Ryugi own the place now? Isn't it just his say?
Yeah, right.
But she approves of Bouquet. And we even get this cute little scene where the landlady walks up to Bouquet and goes, "So Rikuo, you trying to smash?" No.
Also, I want to mention, because like this is my like my autistic observation kicking in.
Your observation.
So there later on we get introduced to the final Universe Red that we've been missing this whole time, which is Castranger, and surprisingly enough, they just got Sasuke, like the original Ninja Red.
It's so fucking funny that our final Universe Warrior in a series about replacement imitation Super Sentai is just the real ass fucking Ninja Red.
Yeah, and I thought it was really fucking neat that seeing him use like the Universe Tegasword. So I thought that was fucking
He even
cool.
comments like, it's not as powerful as the original, but it gets the job done.
But going to my observation, I noticed that they do they have a shot where you see like Sasuke and he's facing the Gozyugers, like the other four, and there's a behind the shot of the other four Gozyugers, and clearly that is not Oni's sister's actor, because her hair was longer, so it was definitely Sumino.
Someone shared a screenshot where you can definitely see it's Sumino's actress in that shot still. So they didn't scrub her fully clean.
No. So this is obviously an episode that they like filmed up to then, and then they just had to, that's why you could just see like Oni's sisters just kind of like stuck in it. Yeah, that is one. Yes, that's not the one I'm talking about. There was another shot where it's like behind them and you can see that her hair's longer. So yeah, but since her face wasn't showing, they're obligated to use that shot. So
it's just funny that they didn't even swap any of them out.
Yeah, so then anyways, Ninja Red proceeds to like fucking like kick their asses, because
absolutely whoop ass.
Yeah, and then cut back to Origa Red. He's like he sees these two like children fighting, and he like goes over to them to try to like stop them, and they're just like, "Fuck you, buddy," and he's just like, oh my goodness. And so Horu like steps in and he like pretends that like, "Oh, you guys bumped into me and you hurt me. Are you gonna pay for my doctor bill?" And they're like, "What?" And then he goes over to Origa. He's like, "Hey, intervene." He's like, "What are you threatening children? How dare you? Get the fuck out of here!"
Yeah, it's this whole weird bit where Horu pretends to be a bully and a villain in order to make Origa Red have an opportunity to play a hero, and it's kind of. I honestly thought, I get what he's going for, but it comes off kind of cringe, and the fact that the children fall for it kind of sucks.
Yeah. But then, so then they start having a fight, and it was cool because like Horu turns into Castranger, and then turns into Patron Ichigo, which I was really happy to see. So
and also Deca Red.
Yep. So
and then
Sentai, it's all cringe. That's right.
So while the others are fighting Ninja Red, we see Unicorn turn into Zenkaiser, and Leon turn into Magi Red. So it's an interesting thing to see the two people whose lives were affected by Rei turn into his forms.
Yeah, it's cool seeing a female Zenkaiser. So,
although, as people in the Discord have pointed out, seeing the full-size Zenkaiser helmet on a smaller body frame is goofy as fuck.
All the change Horu becomes has number one in their suit. Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't notice that. That's a good detail. I was wondering what the theme was, but for these suits that he was using.
Oh.
That's fun.
Good observation, Tara. That's clever.
But if that's the logic, then why wasn't Tokyo Ichigo also in there?
Right.
Anyway, I guess they just didn't want to do all of them.
Well, it's because Castranger the first red, so...
Oh, because Mashiro has that ring.
Yeah,
all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
If that's true.
So then Orga Red comes like, well, see, I brought the original Ninja Red here, like a real Red from a Super Sentai to like show you guys how to be a real Super Sentai. Like, look how badass and courageous and noble he is. And he's like, that's right. And they're like, oh man.
So now here's where I start to really wonder about the cosmology of this show, because like, is this a world where the actual Super Sentai didn't exist, and in its place in this world we had the Universe Warriors, who were functionally identical to the Super Sentai, but named differently and had different histories and shit. So, like, yeah, so in the world of Gozyuger, Super Sentai existed as the Universe Warriors, and the actual Super Sentais are all different universes. So that means that Origa Red and Sasuke came over to Gozyuger world from the actual Sentai worlds.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm curious if we're going to get more information on where specifically Origa Red comes from.
Probably not, because it's a contest winner thing.
I don't see them. As much as Origa Red gives off big Kamen Rider Shinobi vibes of like a short appearance that people are going to latch onto, I don't see them expanding on him much.
I could see them doing like a Toei Tokusatsu fan club like special where it's like Origami Sentai, just like one little one off, and then everyone's like, oh my god, look, they made him have his own team.
This is actually a good point too. Orb is mentioning that Osai, who is Tyranno Ranger Universe Warrior, studied the actual Super Sentai. Does that mean that he was able to see into this other universe?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That's probably like why I researched all the Sentai, and then that's why like Zoo Ranger is probably his favorite.
Yeah. Tara Z in our chat is also asking if we should count Origa Red as an anniversary ranger.
That's cute. These rings don't quite live up to our old powers, but when you're 50-ish, you got plenty of experience.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's interesting that he pointed out that like these Universe Warrior copies of the Sentai powers aren't quite as good as the originals.
Oh, well, no. Like if you had all these Universe Reds fight against their actual red counterparts, like the red counterparts would fucking kick their asses.
Yeah, because the original users are better at using their own powers. But also the original power sets themselves are just more potent. Although I will say it's interesting because like they start busting out other power sets, because like Eagle switches to Ryu Ranger, and he seems to have a pretty good handle on that power set specifically because that was the power set his old friend used. So he like knows all of the attacks that form can do.
Well, yeah, because they crossed over, right? So it's just like, Die Ranger, okay.
Well, that relates to what I was going to mention next, is like when he switches to Ryu Ranger, Sasuke like comments on it like, oh, Die Ranger, huh? Which, yet, like you said, was because the two series crossed over.
Yeah.
But
then the Calamity shows up.
Sorry, just real quick. So back to Tara Zed was saying earlier, do we count Origa Red as an anniversary ranger? And I think we can, because he is here serving the same purpose as Aka Red, who was also an anniversary ranger. Decker's now saying Kaka Ranger and Die Ranger did not cross over.
Oh, yeah, no, they never crossed over. But like, I think it was just mentioned because the Die Ranger was the previous team. So
Taro says we did get Kaka Ranger versus Die Ranger. So was there or was there not a crossover?
I think he was, no. I think he was just saying in this episode specifically, we finally got that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's kind of sad, though. If they had crossed over, I think there would have been a more explicit, hey, I remember this bit from him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sad. Missed opportunity, but that's fine. So yes, the show finally remembers the Calamity exists, and in whooshes Vidal of Famine, who is kind of a badass design, I will say. He just walks in and goes, well, you guys are ass at being rangers, so we don't need to revive our actual boss, so instead I'm going to become the new main villain. Interesting. We don't often get a lot of generals deciding they are the main villain.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited to see where this goes, even though we have less than 10 episodes left.
Yep. Well, I don't know if this is I don't know if this is true. Maybe Decker can confirm me, but I heard that the show might only be ending at 49 episodes. So they're not even ending at 50. That's bullshit.
That kind of sucks.
That's bullshit.
Wow.
It's the 50th
Not
fucking
only-
Sentai. You're not fucking.
Not only is this show crashing and burning because of the drama, but they're going to blue ball themselves out of a proper ending number.
I guess, yeah, everyone's saying it's technically the 49th season.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, the calamities are like a Four Horsemen thing. So we've had the plague one from the movie, the war one from earlier in the show, and the famine one who just showed up. So I guess pestilence is the last one we haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know, or it's death. Sorry, the wordage of the Four Horsemen is kind of up in the air a little bit. I wonder if Cladis, their lord, is like the fourth of them, or if there is a fourth one and then also Cladis. The last one could be saved for the Versus movie, but that would be a little weird for the ending of the Calamity lore storyline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They feel like it's so fucking tragic that they feel like such an afterthought at points, but they had such potential to be great major villains. But then also, on the other hand, Bridan having this crackhead energy absolutely matched the Gozyugers better, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess next week's episode, we're doing the Castranger episode with a yokai battle.
Yeah, I saw like one of them dressed up as a kappa, and I was like, okay.
The fucking shot from literally the last frame of the preview had me dying. I have to share this again.
Okay.
When your best friend tells you to stop being so wacky. It's just like, what am I doing with my life?
He's just, oh man, whatever this is.
Oh yeah, and also we get the team up with the Shogun Megazord. I don't know.
When you show up to work in a Halloween costume and no one else dressed up. That's that vibe.
Yeah. I got dressed up for this.
Whenever I'm at work for Halloween, people like dress up in costumes, and then my coworkers are like, "Why didn't you dress up plain?" I'm like, "I washed dishes for 8 hours. I'm not getting my costume ruined."
Oh yeah, it looks like Origa Red is piloting Tegasword, and the reason they paired him up with Castranger is because their Megazord has a crane for a head.
Ah, that's cute.
That's clever.
That's very clever.
I kind of wish Cell was here for this because I know he likes Castranger.
Ah, yes, the famed Castranger football.
Yeah.
You hate that shit. You hate it so much.
I get I know it was a Go Ranger thing. It's still stupid.
Mm-hmm.
If they had found a better way to make everyone contribute to the attack instead of just fucking passing it to each other, they could do it in a lot cooler way.
Exactly, Decker. Super Sentai is stupid. That's why they're ending it. Now we're gonna get Gabon instead.
Fucking savage.
Yes, today is Friday in California. Huh?
Damn. All right, so closing thoughts on these episodes.
I really enjoyed the Christmas episode more than I thought because I didn't think it was going to end up with the Tegas Sword family reuniting. So that was sweet.
This show is a fucking mess, has been a fucking mess, and will be going out a fucking mess. But I can't say I didn't find some enjoyment in watching it burn.
No, yeah, like I said, like I know this is a bumpy fucking firestorm of a ride, but I'm here to see the end. So
the pacing's off. Things are brought up and resolved way quicker than they should be. Things are done off screen. Villains are forgotten about and then remembered in way too abrupt a fashion.
You can tell they're just shopping in fucking Oni's sister any chance they can.
Yeah. And it's like we've got a list of things that we need to get done before the end of the show, and they're struggling to cram them all into the limited time they have left.
Yeah, like you can tell that like they fucking wish the Sumino incident didn't happen. But
for sure, the series would be marginally better if that drama hadn't happened. I'm not going to say a lot better because let's be honest.
Yeah, well, I would have loved to have seen that Sumino focused episode. Looked like it was going to be good.
It's because it's like we have to do the Christmas episode, we have to do the New Year's episode, we have to have this whole plot of Kuon's new super form, we have to have the Bridan rebelling against him, we have to have Horu and Kuon resolving their brotherly drama, I guess. We have to have the Tega family getting back together. We have to fucking decide what the fuck we did with the King Oja ring. We have to remember the Calamity exists. We have to fit in the Origami Ranger. We have to fit in Kaka Ranger because they're the last ring we haven't done. Just so many, like, bullet points had to be crammed into these 2 episodes.
Yep.
But, I can't say I'm not taking dark pleasure in watching this show burn to the last of its embers.
Mm-hmm.
I will sit here and hold my marshmallow out onto the campfire until the embers die.
Then I'll turn that Sentai marshmallow and put it between a Gavon graham cracker and chocolate and make a nice toku s'more.
Oh yeah, like we're sitting out in the campfire until the fire dies out, and then we're gonna go inside our very warm furnished house that made of metal just off to the right.
Yeah, no, we're cooking the marshmallows, and then Gavon shows up, being like, "Hey, I got the graham crackers and chocolate. Oh hell yeah! Come on, bring it.
And then we hop on our spaceship and fly away into the cosmos and have a lovely time.
I'm getting that freaking robot gun, man. I can't wait. I'm buying the shit out of that.
I'm so excited to see what everything looks and sounds like.
Hell yeah, dude. Bushido is such a good design.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, that's it.
Hooray!
Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger.
All right, so now that we've done our double episode special to catch up, looks like our feature topic for next episode is, oh fucking boy, the Gozyuger movie, Tegasword of Resurrection. The movie,
it's the one where he dies.
The movie where Tegasword fucking dies.
There we go. Merry Christmas by the Tegas.
We're following up the week where we talked about one mentor dying with the movie where another mentor died. Excellent.
Yeah, we get to see the reason why Ryugi had some fucking trauma and left the team for like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Remember when that happened and then nothing else came of it?
Yeah, there was the alien. He showed up and he's like, I'm the new fucking...
The alien from the T planet?
I know, yeah. And then he got fucking by Ray.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is going to be Castranger for the week for our first time of 2026. I hope everyone enjoyed listening. Let us know what you thought of these episodes in the comments. Let us know what you would like us to talk about in the future. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podme.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, merch store, Discord, all of our cool shit. Shout out to our currently active patrons, which includes Blaze, Armorhide, Midas the Fool, Vegas Bear, Locke, Vegas Bear again, and whatever. Thank you very much for supporting what we do. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, a very happy holiday if you celebrated a different holiday. I hope everyone had a very happy new year. I hope everyone managed to take some time off, spend it with loved ones, or at least just take some time to relax. I remembered what I was going to say last week that I forgot. I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, Kwezi Kwanzaa, a Tip-Top Tet, and a solemn, dignified Ramadan.
Okay, Krusty.
I wanted to end last week's extra episode with that, but I forgot.
It's fucking Krusty.
Oh, man. We're back, baby. 2026. All right. Thank you all once again. Have I said all of the outro bits? I think that's it. And
just a reminder, everyone, Christmas time, don't murder a bike.
Don't be better. Don't pull a Yuya Takahashi.
Yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Stay origami.